Hello, folks, and welcome back to Tyranny. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host. Once again, folks, I'm going to ask, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a great deal, and also leave me some comments in the area below the video, of course, because, well, I would love to hear from you, folks. Any suggestions you have, types of games you want me to play, specific games you want me to play, things you want me to do in games that I'm either playing or might play in the future. Whatever, I don't care. Anything I would just like to hear from you in general. Please also do check out my Patreon. It is in the description of this and every video. A link provided below. And, well, going forward here, hopefully, it's going to be interacting a great deal more with the channel. And this channel is going to be so is my plan anyway, is going to become very focused on those rewards that come with the Patreon. As I'm recording this, not all of that has been quite determined, although hopefully by the time this actually comes up, by the time this is actually released, that will have been fixed and solved, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this game. So we are back at our original Spire, because we have another thing to look at here. Now, I have done a little bit of upgrading. We got new armor for her, and then he is using what used to be my armor, the armor that I was using previously. I upgraded his quill, so it's a little bit better than it was. He doesn't use it very much, but I did go ahead and give her the grave bow, because she actually has ranged abilities that I'm going to use, whereas the main character really doesn't. So I feel she could make much better use of it, at least so long as she is in the party. If I take Verse out, I will pull the weapon off of her and use it for my main character, but at least for the moment, I think she's better with that. Of course, she has those weapons, which were just weapons that we had. I upgraded his armor a little bit, jumped it up to Fine and then to Superior, so he gained 2 armor class from that. Because previously it must have been at 6, because Fine would have given it 7, and then Superior here gave it 8. Also increased the Pierce and Frost armor quite significantly. I don't even remember what that was before, but whatever it was, it's gone up a lot. He remains very vulnerable, however, to crush and fire damage, so, that's a thing. And then I did upgrade Vileton. It was previously a blue weapon, it is now a purple weapon, and it did increase its damage by quite a bit, so that's good. Keeps it up there with like the best weapons that are presently available. So I'm down? Definitely down, I think. I was considering making one of the weapons that we can forge, but none of them are really, like, super great. We are researching, using the library here, which apparently I have to gain some experience to before it'll actually start to do anything. We are researching dagger plans, which I believe is going to give me a relic artifact dagger, which would be really nice and might, depending on what it is, might either replace Vileton or the Forge Mount Hammer. Depending on exactly what kind of damage and what its abilities are, and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. And whichever weapon is replaced will probably be given to Verse as her backup weapon. Maybe to Barrack, depending on what it is. Because I think, like, the hammer could go to Barrack and still be worthwhile. Oops. Because, like, his DPS right now is 2.8. Well, that is fucking terrible. Seriously? You're serious? 2.8. Oh my. Okay. That is atrocious. Woo. Alrighty then. Yeah. Are you shitting me? Oh, it's just because your recovery is so terrible, I guess. Yeah, your recovery is so slow. So slow. But a lot of that is unfortunately coming from your armor. which means there's not a whole lot we could do about it. Although I think it has been reduced by the upgrades, but it wasn't by a lot. So, whew, jeez. Okay. Question: if I remove this, does that reduce his overall recovery? 481. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, so that would be silly if it does, but I mean, I wouldn't entirely put it past it, but that would have been really stupid if that was the case. Yeah, I guess the main reason this does more damage is because of the... I mean, it just straight does more damage, but it's not a lot. But because of the recovery time, I think is the main reason why the damage goes up so much with this. I don't know. It might be worth doing, but we'll have to wait and see what the weapon is actually capable of. It may not even be worth making at all, so we'll see. So, as your influence spans even further, you can almost hear the whispers of 1,000 voices echoing to the resonator. Touch it and concentrate. Your fingers touch the stones of the resonator, and you almost instantly assaulted with a rhythmic baritone thud and the sound of rushing fluids. By the third beat, the sound is unmistakably your pulse, and as your heart quickens at this realization, so does the sound. A mystic jolt runs from your finger through your spine, and in that instant you gain an intuition of the sculpture, a sense that it stands listening, awaiting your commands. Show me more? Well, ruination on my enemies. Sizzling heat races down your arm, and your feet feel for the moment to be hovering just above the stone floor of the spire. The sensation is oddly familiar, harkening back to the moment you broke Kairos' edict of execution. As this old pain ripples through your body, the waves of pain extend beyond the length, width, and breadth of your form until the sensation is running down the spire, its masonry an extension of your spine. Inflict woe and ruination on my enemies. Use your command, but the spire is neither not listening or simply not responding. Don't think we can do that yet. I don't think we have sufficient power yet, but I believe that right there is probably vaguely how Kairos issues edicts. But we don't know how to do that yet. So I can't actually do anything with it. Alas. We do have a missive that arrived. Oops, that is not at all what I wanted. I want this. On the subject of the spires, do you remember your training under Bled and Mark? I remember mine. Funny to think that you and I are about a century apart, but to Bled and Mark, we are all children. I'm now the oldest of the court's children, and I've seen much in my time. It's probably at the best everyone assumes I'm old, harmless, and worth shuffling away in the archives. If I were scrutinized too closely, I'm sure Tunon would find I've grown lax in my spoiled old age. Part of why I'm here is that I have kept my head down. You appear to be doing the opposite. In some regards, that is beyond your control. You were chosen for the honor of proclaiming Kairos' edicts twice. To decline would have meant immediate death, but to accept means to be placed on the stage for all to see. Kairos' most powerful weapon is not the edict, it's her ability to hand us rope that we willingly use to hang ourselves. Never forget this. There are numerous questions nestled in your request. What is it you wish to know most? Focus your inquiry, and I will answer as best as I can. So we inquire about edicts and their nature, or ask about the spires. So we can find out probably some general information about the spires, but I'm really curious about edicts and how they interact with the spires, because I'm pretty sure the spires are what allow Kairos to create edicts in the first place, and I believe we're going to be able to do the same thing, but we just don't have enough of them, / we're missing something to be able to do that. So let's ask. You're hearing me out. I have more questions than I have ink, but let's start with the discussion of Kairos' edicts. I've lived under, proclaimed, and resolved edicts, which makes me far more knowledgeable than the layperson on the subject, and yet I still know so little. What about the spire thing? It seems wise to know one's own domain, and seeing as I'm now the master of the mountain spire, I ought to learn all that I can. If you would share with me what you know of the spires, would be in your debt. So with what I know and have observed so far, it seems to awaken at about the same instant that Kairos' edict of execution was put to rest. It was a burst of arcane energy that drowned out my senses, and I woke at the summit of the spire, what seemed to be just a few heartbeats of time. Atop the spire is an old sculpture, if I can speak, of sorts, and it seems to be the core of the spire's mystic energy. I've been seeing visions and receiving sensations from the sculpture. It seems odd to describe it as talking to me, but that seems the closest analogy. Am I the first to report such things? There are other spires elsewhere in the world, correct? Actually, let's go with that one, actually. I kind of like that, the questions that are being asked there, so... Alright, so, I have jumped back and forth a bit. I've looked at the stuff we can forge, I've looked at the stuff that was available in Lethian's Crossing, because there's a lot of merchants there. I have looked at the things that we can do with the Ocean Spire and research, and the some things that were available here. For example, that armor that I'm wearing was available for purchase here. At the present moment, I don't think there's a whole lot else I can really do right now. So I think we're going to go to Trapper's Junction, because the leader of the one group, was it Unbroken? Unbroken, yeah. Their leader is apparently located here, and I want to go pay him a visit. Now, we may or may not be able to fight him, or be able to let him go, if we want to. Now, to be fair, the favor ability of theirs I actually would really like. Actually, both of those would be pretty good. Frightened Affliction anytime you critical hit, which would be nice, or a damage ability, which is cool. I actually kind of like this one. I like both of them, really. So if we are able to get our favor up with them, I would not be entirely opposed to it. Obviously, Wrath is not going to be hard to get up, because that's coming from fighting them, just in general, so that will be easy to get. I can confirm the Vendrian Guard, is at least one of their agents anyway, is actually in charge at our central spire. So, because I can do like wrath things with them, with the guy that was there. But that makes me wonder if I could up my favor with them somehow. I'm wondering if that would give me some sort of an ability that I could use, or some other conversation stuff that could be used from the base there. Alright, so you are correct. There are spires all across Terratos. The exact distribution of these monuments fuels all sorts of debate and speculation, but two facts seem commonplace. Most spires are built near old walls. The mountain spire is a notable exception. In nearly every culture that predated Kairos is some local myth to explain the builders of the spires. I believe the Tearsmen cite the Older Realms as their local name for the spire old walls architects. But nobody knows for sure. And of course, where Kairos has brought proper civilization, the origin of the spire simply isn't discussed in good company. Is what I think you need to know. First, the spires behave as arcane lodestone. There's a constant field of magical strength around a spire. If you imagine a mystic sea resting atop our world, the spires seem to spin and churn this magic. Creating a spell cast with even modest effort will materialize with powerful results. Thus, how Kairos makes edicts. Second, I'd say most tellingly, Kairos' laws against entering the old walls, but there are no laws against the spires. You could infer from this that means Kairos has no issue with the layfolk messing with the spires, but wishes to keep us safe from the old walls. Or you could think like an overlord, and know that if you place a rule against something, you'll make it forbidden and desirable. Now I find it telling that Kairos forbids the hallways that lead to the spires, but does not paint a target on the spires themselves. What the fuck? The hell with all, what are you doing? Why are you, highlighting the whole area? Last but not least, as a young Fatebinder, I once had to oversee the case of a man who had built a shrine to Kairos around the base of a spire in the far southeast. To find no evidence of falsity or slander, his shrine was the most reverent and loving tribute as I've ever seen. One point, though, the man claimed he had evidence that Kairos was here back in negative 50. He had merely uttered those words, and my senior binder swung the axe then and there. Being the new girl at the court, I said nothing, but I have long wondered why such a comment should require death instead of the traditional removal of the tongue. Kairos was here back in -50. Which I assume means 50 years before Kairos' supposed rise, which gives further credence to the fact that Kairos controls the other spires, as we are controlling these spires. And what you said before, creating a spell cast with even modest effort will materialize with powerful results, thus an edict. So about edicts and their nature. Yeah, we'll send that one. We'll see what she says. We're not, unfortunately, probably going to get anything immediately from that. Will probably be an episode or two before we're able to do that. Depends on how long this little section here is going to last. Whatever, I don't care too much about that. Let's give you one of those. You spot a soldier lying in a slump. Through the blood and mud caked on his tattered garb, you can make out the colors and insignia of the Unbroken. He fights the pain with each of his ragged breaths. As you approach, he shifts his head slightly toward you, but does not appear to have the strength to look up. The only ones traveling this way could be those who brought down Duskwatch. If that's you, I'll die with a curse on my lips. So this is it then. Just kill me quickly. I'm in no state to continue on like this. His forced smile sends a trickle of blood out the side of his mouth. Need aid. I could dress those wounds. Gain wrath, or gain loyalty with Lantry. Not entirely a bad idea. Gain fear with Lantry, though. I would not be opposed to that either. So, what the hell happened here? Battle, from the looks of it. Turns into the wind and sniffs. Not a terribly impressive one, but a bloody one. The Scarlet Chorus. They've been driving us across this wasteland, pressing their attack at every turn. Looks like they finally got us quartered in this pass. I was part of the first line of defense. When my comrades got wiped out, the Chorus went on through. I thought myself lucky they didn't check for survivors. After a few hours, though, I decided to change my mind. Where's Matthias? If he lives, he's with the rest of my countrymen. He makes a feeble gesture somewhere off in the distance. I have some pressing questions. He coughs up a glob of blood and looks at it with amusement. I don't have much time to regale you with tales of stalwart history, I'm afraid. I'd rather spend these last moments remembering the true color of the sky. He focuses up at the dirty wall of storm clouds overhead. Could dress those wounds. Very optimistic of you, but his wounds are too severe. I could attempt a healing spell, but I fear it would merely prolong his pain and give him little more than false hope. Wouldn't expect one of Ash's brood to carry bandages. You ironclads can practically regrow limbs. If I came from Tunon's court, if you came from Tunon's court, guess I don't know what you can do. He tries to laugh, but elicits too much pain. Oh, well, I'm gonna leave you be then. Bursts into a coffee fit and an ugly torrent of blood spurts from his mouth. His gasping fur turns into gurgling as he finally slumps over and stops moving entirely. Well, he did. He did. Okay. More dudes. Oh, that's actually good, because I needed to give you another potion. In fact, I need to give you yet another potion, so now you have 6 that I like to keep on everyone. Which is fine. Let's see. Potion of protection. Not that interested in that, but I will take it nevertheless. Let's give that over to him. Now, why do we immediately have to fight Scarlet Chorus people, but we can talk to the Unbroken guys?
Army, the Scarlet Chorus can wear anyone down. The
Moving
Unbroken
cautiously.
have held out longer than most.
Yeah. Disarm that trap, please, and let's move in and try to contend with these guys. Now, I have an interesting thing that I want to experiment with here. And that would be the Ignite Brand ability. Coupled with her bow. I want to see what that exactly does. Because it seems like it's an interesting little mix, and I don't know precisely how effective it'll be, but useful, and possibly nevertheless. So, okay, I'm going to give you haste now. They are coming for you, so at least they will be in a second. Oh, is that over already? Well, that's for 45 seconds. It shouldn't be over yet. No, you still got it. Still got it quite a while, actually. Yeah, there we go. Blast that dude. I want to see what you can do. I know of a couple of new spells that I've taken. Twisting Flame. Twisting Flame. I guess that's it for the moment. I don't have the range for that to really do much. So maybe don't worry about that too much just yet. Charge in there, get in there, and go, go, go! Alright, now. Now is when we use our big AoE spell attacks.
You got it.
Fire out the big spell attacks and let's nail these guys to the damn floor, basically. I want to absolutely crush them with these attacks that we have available to us. Because we've got some powerful abilities now that we have not had the last time we kind of fought these type of people. Just throw out some heavy-duty fire here. Oh, that just wails on everybody. Wow. Alright. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Give me a ball lightning attack as well. Oh man, you are already hurt. Wow. Alright. Did that hurt? Does that hurt friendlies? Bloodhound. Bloodhound. Interesting. No, I don't think it did. I don't think it hurt friendlies. It kind of almost looked like it did there, but I don't think it actually does. Despite definitely looking like it. I think we're actually safe from that, at least for the moment. But who knows? Perhaps not. I thought you had another ranged ability. Guess not. I definitely thought you did, though. Apparently not, though. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, go ahead and continue to throw out some heavy-duty abilities. Not with you, I guess. There we go. That's what I wanted. The other Twisting Flame ability. Yeah, just everybody's on fire now. People are just exploding left and right because of the damage that we finally have just stacked up on these guys. It's finally doing too much for them to be able to really counter. Jeez, you'll get your ass kicked. You know, abort that. Heal him. Because he needs it. Definitely needs it. He is getting his ass kicked. People are just exploding so much I don't even know what the hell's going on through half of this fight. Ew, and you're on fire. That's not good. Yeah, so they definitely dealt some fire damage there during that fight. Yeah, you only have one wound, but still. First wound that we've taken in a while, actually. Ooh. What do we get? Jagged Remedies Orders. The Unbroken have been mostly troublesome for Ash. Or have been most troublesome for Ash and his Unbred Legion. Invite as many of the number to join us on as you can. Pay special attention to their leader Matthias and bring them to Cacophony in one piece. We know how you love to cut into tendons. How you love to cut into tendons and play the puppeteer, but humor us this once with your restraint. Your adoring leader, Jagged Remedy. Okay. Trial of Archons, okay. What's this? It's torn and cannot be used. Oh, so it's just a sellable thing. Okay. Elemental barrier things. Let's give you one. Give you one. Scarlet Fury boots, not useful. And a new weapon, which is a purple weapon, which looks pretty nice. Enrage on a kill. Really? Oh, and it has armor penetration. Oh, hells yeah. Oh, hells yeah. Give me that. Hell to the yeah. It's a slightly less armor penetration than his axe does, but it does do more damage, so I am going to swap to that, at least for the moment. But hell yeah, that is a badass weapon, actually. That is a badass weapon. So I will definitely take that. That is definitely good. I am quite pleased to see anything that I can sell for a fair amount of money, because we are very low on things I can sell. I do have quite a bit of money, don't get me wrong, but armored supplies clearly blonde and then broken is strewn about. I can tell if the red accents are from blood or chorus war paint. Attacks and supplies are far too well kept and organized to originate with any Scarlet Chorus gang. It's because they're from the Unbroken, not the Scarlet Chorus. You can make the healing potion, but the other things I will just let you pick up. Again.
Can't do that.
Okay, so you can't go anywhere down here. What about... I guess we'll go up top and see what the Scarlet Chorus guys are doing up here next, and then... after that, we'll probably to the top left there, just to see what's up there. Cast this again, only this time I'm going to put it on him, because I want to see what this does, precisely. Because I actually don't know what the spell really, truly does. So, and I would like to know.
I'll take it.
Boom, and then also boom, and then I think that was it. Yeah, that's it. Go, go, go! Back him up!
I'm not here to make...
Actually, do one of these for me. Does that have an effect on... like, can that hit Barrack? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. It might be hitting Garrick. Pretty sure it's not, but... could be wrong, I suppose. It will indeed suck if it is hitting him, but I don't think it is. Having said that, though, don't necessarily quote me on anything, because I don't actually know for sure. No, 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 no. Damn it. Screwed up. Okay, now... I actually do really want you to use the Twisting Flame ability here. So just lightning flame out on these guys just like nuts. Oh, see, that was the, we just saw the fire attack from his weapon. Go arcing out. That is a pretty cool spell. I do like it. Because it does give our ranged guys some extra little oomph that they don't otherwise have. So it is nice to have. It is nice to have, nevertheless. Yeah, use Fulmination. That'll fry all these guys. Just get zapped in the face. Oh, that's that bow, man. That bow does some crazy damage. I think, yeah, okay. I think anytime you kill something with... Kill the foe with a critical hit. Gained Wrath. Yeah, I think you have to kill them with the bow, and then the bow gains some renown. And I don't think that renown has any effect on whether or not you... What are you doing? What are you doing, dumbass? I was gonna say, I don't think that bow that has any effect on whether or not you, like, who uses the weapon, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think that part matters. I think it's just that the weapon was used to kill somebody. So if I then give it to my main character, I think it will still have the same renown and still do that extra bit of damage on its ability. Pierce straight through.
Interesting.
It's definitely a trap. I mean, so obviously a trap that it's kind of silly that it's even a thing, because
I'd have it no.
Okay. Oh, haste is not off cooldown yet. Haste is not yet on off of cooldown. Alright, so Knight his thing, because he does the most just straight up normal attacking. Like he always is just doing normal attacks. By and large. So I think that will work better for him than it would for most of the other people.
Heads up.
Hold up, don't do that.
Company.
Yeah, let's do the fireball. Eat fireballs. Now he's getting his ass kicked, man. He's just constantly getting his ass kicked. These guys do some damage to Merrick, man. He does not do well against them because of their fire attacks. Their tendency to use fire attacks, anyway. Merrick, bro, quit getting your ass kicked, buddy. But I know you like, I know you're meant to, like, take damage and all, but shit, man. Stop getting your ass kicked. It's not good for you. Yes, these guys are not particularly resistant to anything in particular. Really. So, I mean, that's good, I suppose. All things considered. You have no other attacks, do you? No, you don't. Alright. That's fine. Blow everybody up.
On it.
Damn, so just got blown the fuck up. Shattering the bonds. What the fuck's ability is that? Because that shit hurt. That shit really hurt. Damn. That was a really damaging ability, whatever the hell that was. And explode your face. And explode your face. Actually, just normal attack him, actually, because you're doing more damage with your... Now that definitely, yeah, I was gonna say, that definitely should have given you renown, because that, yeah, annihilated him. Yeah, I'd say so. You actually caused him to explode, so, yeah, I would say that that annihilated him. I think that is a accurate description of what just occurred to that poor dude. I think annihilation is quite accurate of a descriptor. I mean, honestly, you can just hit this dude with your weapon and do quite a bit of damage to him.
No can do. This weapon is entirely worthless.
Alright. Yeah, there's really no reason to do anything else now, because they're all dead. And Barrick got his ass kicked. Oh, he actually took another wound in that battle. So, we're actually not doing that good. But you took another wound in that battle because... What? Okay. So it's just another area that you can leave, which doesn't even make sense. Why would we even bother? Whatever. Gain some more skill points though, so I'll take them. Let's go ahead and I think honestly I want the spell damage. Spell damage is just so nice. He's so nice. Actually need to save up a point to get you to 20. Which I think I will do, actually. Because spell damage is very good. Alright. Man, I don't know. Gain more spell slots, that'd be nice. Get more lore, would of course be always good. Alright, maybe we'll go with that. As much as I do like the, as much as I like the ability, I think the, we're probably better off with this slowdown as much as I would like to have the greater amount of lore, but I don't know. It was a difficult decision to make there. Alright, so I would like to have Resurgence, but don't necessarily... Not necessarily the thing that I want to put my points into. I wouldn't mind having the extra lore from that. That would actually be really nice. It really would be nice. We could also gain additional spell slots, which would also be nice. Up our dual wielding capability, which isn't bad. Definitely not bad. The sneak attack ability would actually be pretty nice. That we could do just a ridiculous amount of damage on our first attack. I think I'm going to go with the lore, though. I think I am, because then we can get the extra spell slots later, and I think that'd be really good to have. We did just find, of course, a little bit more information. Against the Scarlet Chorus. Alright, let's go in here and talk to these guys and see what we got. So guarding the entrance to a makeshift encampment, an Unbroken warrior stands sentry with thick lines of exhaustion under her eyes. Streaks of sand and rust cover her worn armor and weathered skin. Who treads on Unbroken lands? The guard's voice trembles with fatigue. Everyone who comes to Trapper's Junction these days is involved in the war somehow. State your intentions. Not above killing you just to be safe. Soldier glares at you with intensity and purpose. Mourn your fallen nation and then die with it. Wow. So what's the situation here? If I share anything with Engraven Ash's ironclad terrors. Go back to the north, why don't you? Aren't you just darling? I haven't seen anyone as innocent as green as you since I left the farm. Oh yeah, we have Ursula now. Oh my. I'm looking for Matthias. He's your leader, is he not? That's him, alright. Squints at you skeptically, then calls over his shoulder. Captain! Got a visitor. Looks like trouble. Dude looks tired. Just like his walk. Whatever animation they gave him as his walk, he looks tired as shit. The broken fighter looks pale and worn. His demeanor has begun to show the horrors he's witnessed, but he wears every scar and concern twitched with a veteran's dignity. Matthias, captain of these troops here in Trapper's Junction, and to the whole of the Unbroken. Looks at you up and down, nodding as some truth comes together in his mind. Even this far south we hear of Tudon's agent who broke the siege of Endrun's Well. We've come to make history repeat itself. Allow me to correct you. The Unbroken will not lie down as easily as the Vendrian Guard. He draws his weapon slowly. So you're the wretch who caused us so much trouble in the Stalwart campaign. I've been looking forward to this day. He flinches at the sight of Beric. That thing talks? Ugh, Kyrus' minions have not weathered the invasion well, have they? I suppose you're interested in hearing about the benefits of Kairos' peace. Ash wants me to end the Edict of Storms. Maybe we can help each other. I suppose Ash wants to set up a disfavored garrison at Sentinel Stand as well. I can't allow that. Our goals only align until the moment that Stratus Herodin dies. Beyond that, we have nothing in common. I don't suppose you're interested in hearing about the benefits of Kairos' peace. We already refused Kairos' empty terms when your misguided invasion began. Neither of us pretend that Graven Ash has grown more forgiving in the last year, or that anything but enslavement and mass graves await us in Kairos' dominion. I won't delude myself into thinking that both of us are getting out of Trapper's Junction alive. So what's your status here? You expect me to offer up some advantage for you to exploit? I think not, Fatebinder. There's a detachment of Scarlet Chorus nearby, and none of us is wearing the Voices of Nerat's sigil. Should tell you plenty about our current status. If you expect to learn anything about our strength or tactics, then feel free to draw iron. We don't cooperate with Kairos' pet minions. Not the chorus, and not you. Well, if you won't cooperate, then you're standing in my way. What strength we have. Let's gut this slave of Kairos. For stalwart! He swings his weapon in the air to rally the Unbroken around him. You have made a poor decision, friend. I hope you know this. Don't think you care, but you have definitely made a poor decision. But you'll discover that soon enough. All on your own time. Alright, burn them! Burn them all! Called out all the firepower on these guys' faces. Just lightning spells and all this, everything just fires out like crazy and just tears into them. I like it. Ball lightning. Oh, that'll hit everybody. Go for it. Oops. Fuck. No. Where does this guy think he's going? Where you think you're going there, buddy? Ball lightning out. Alright. That did some impressive damage. I will take it. I will definitely take it. Probably need to heal our leader. She's not doing too bad, but she's not doing great either at the same time, so... Okay, that should get her good for the moment at least. Fire out another ball lightning to tear up some of these guys. And bring down the pain on these dudes.
Graven Ash.
Oh, you just got knocked prone. It was a good timing on their part. It was very good timing on their part. Zap, zap. Zap. They just went out and just wrecked some face. Alright, you need to heal him because he's about to take another wound if he doesn't get healed. And that does mean with a quickness there, game. If you would. Well, that just did some damage. Don't think they took very kindly to that. We might actually need to do our extra powerful heal here, because I don't want Barrack to take another wound if we can help it, and he very well... almost certainly will, actually. Breaking the enemy, you just blew that dude to bits, didn't you? Defeated a powerful foe, so you gained a lot of renown with the Grave Bow. Nice. Cool, so how much renown exactly have we gained with the thing? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. That, is a bit more than I was expecting, not gonna lie. Not going to lie. That is a lot more than I anticipated. It's much higher than I thought it was going to be. Actually, give this guy a really bad day. Yep, I think that qualifies. I didn't actually look to see if the fire effect of this spell actually works if you hit them with a bow.
Bleed out, you little shit.
I couldn't really tell. Couldn't actually tell. It did do damage to him though. I just don't know if it did the pass through like fire wave thing that it's supposed to do. I did not notice that part. Oh, that is a good weapon. Ooh. A big, bad, two-handed weapon. Nice. Pretty cool. Oops. Get that, get out of there. Okay, yeah, so it's not a special weapon. It's not an artifact. Is what I mean. Wow, you, do a hell of a lot more damage with that than you do with this thing. Your defenses are crap, though, in comparison, but... I think I will stick with that, though, actually, because that does actually give him a lot more, variety in his capabilities than he otherwise has. Okay, not really an upgrade over anything that you're using. And again, basically not really an upgrade. Technically does more damage because of I guess because it has a lower recovery, it does more damage than the Thirst, but it doesn't have the ability that the Thirst does, so that makes it not as good. Also doesn't have the armor penetration of the Thirst, so again, not as good. So I think I'll just stick you down there, because... Okay, cool. Alright, well, we have now pretty well smashed our way through all of these dudes. Without really too much difficulty, to be perfectly honest. We're doing pretty damn well. Can survive the worst weather in the tiers. Oops, watch out. That is a trap. Please do not walk on the trap. I will be very irate with you if you decide to just wander onto it. Maybe don't go that way, because it looks like there's a named dude over there, and I don't particularly want to kill another named guy just yet, if we can avoid it. Which we probably can't. Yeah, probably can't. But, nevertheless, I would still prefer to avoid it, if possible. Alright, let's try and clear out this area. I was going to end the thing, but I think we will try to clear this area before we end the episode. Just because I want to see what all we can accomplish here. Alright, actually, I think I will have you buff yourself rather than buff, rather than do the buff that I normally would have done.
I got it.
Charge! Raw! For glorious battle! Oh, mistakes have been made. Oh, mistakes may have been made. Blow all those guys up for me. I want no one to live.
I'll take that.
Yeah, hammer these guys real hard for me, because I want them to, I want to do as much damage to them as possible before they can actually manage to really bring too much of their firepower to bear against us. And this dude, I want this guy dead real quick. If you can do that for me, friend, I would appreciate it. And throw out some spell damage, because that spell does way more damage than the other attacks would do. Most likely. At least. Oops. No. No. Do not do that thing that you are probably trying to do right now, because that would be bad. It would be bad there, friend. Don't do it, please. Yeah, blow these dudes up for me. Blow these dudes to dust. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, look at all the damage it did. Those blast orbs are doing. That was actually pretty impressive. Well, I just like wrecked them with spell damage, man. That amount of spell damage just did a lot. It did actually way more than I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. I wasn't really expecting it to do quite as much as it actually just did there. That was actually pretty damn good. Switch over to your melee attacks so we can wail on this dude, because he's being a pain in my ass. And I want him dead. I want him to stop being a pain in my ass, so do something about that for me, if you don't mind. Actually, try to kill one of them. Oh, hi. You want to come play, do you? I kinda recommend that you don't do that. I'm just saying. Just saying there, buddy. Really wouldn't recommend that you do that thing that you're trying to do right now. Because you're probably going to regret it. And everybody just left your ass. They all just like walked away. They were like, I don't want to deal with you. Why don't you draw all of them off? Draw all of them off for me. Damn, dudes just got wrecked. That's that fire spell going off. You see the fire attacks there are the brand just going out and doing actually pretty respectable amount of damage, all things considered. I'm actually pretty impressed by that. It actually is pretty powerful. More powerful actually than I thought it was, to be perfectly honest with you. So I am kind of down. What are you doing, asshole? Stop! Do what I told you to do, you dumb fuck. Shit. If you would actually listen, then maybe you wouldn't die. I'm just saying. If you actually listen to me, maybe you won't die. Okay? Okay. Ooh. Stop. Oh, too late. Too late. Brutally murder that guy for me, please. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Not a problem, boss.
Oh, he's still alive. I did not expect him to still be alive. I expected him to explode. He did not explode. I have to say, I am disappointed. We just blew through them with no problem. Just blew through them, no problems. Describe the relentless conscription efforts of a Scarlet Course gang as they chase the Unbroken across the Blade Grave. The notes include many references to Dauntless, a relic sword of the Unbroken, and many ill-fated attempts to find the blade. Some crude drawings that resemble a map of the Blade Grave with a sword drawn on the eastern section of the old walls. Thought I... Okay, whatever. Infested old walls. Oh, okay. So there's another area of old walls. Okay, that's cool. I'm down. Did not realize that there was another one. I think this is the same as what she has, in which case it is good. So do take that, actually. do take that, actually, because that could actually be useful. Okay, cool. I think, barring us finding anything else of any particular interest here, I believe we have probably finished what we're here for. So unless we find something of any sort of particular interest, which I really don't expect us to do, I think we're done here. So I will go ahead, I think, and go. See you folks in the next episode. And we can go to... Currently resting in place of Dauntless, a legendary sword of the Unbroken. Alright. Maybe we can go investigate that next time. I guess we'll see. So it is now researching, although it's going to take a long time to accomplish, it looks like, which is unfortunate. I don't know precisely what a long time is considered, but... Yeah, we just gained a shit ton of levels, too. Do you have enough to upgrade this now? No, you don't. Unfortunate. Most unfortunate. Alright. I will go ahead and figure their levels and stuff out off camera here, and we will pick up next time, I think, going to... Fuck it, I guess we'll go to the old walls and try to get Dauntless, because that could be cool if we find it. So, I guess I'll do that, and I will see you folks in the next one. So take it easy, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye, folks.